Hello everyone, Maloka here. Today I'm gonna watch your last game flash. Let's see what's going on here on the red side. So let's talk about your composition. First of all, if we compare your composition against the enemy composition is like way much easier to use than yours. And also, since you're gonna play a champion with Lilia, you need to make her the little things easier. Why? Because first of all, like Lilia is a champion who can kite and do a fast clear compared to the most of the junglers in this current meta. So the thing is that right now, if I were like you, I would decide something in the bottom side, something like really aggressive, like Thresh, for example. Would it be like so much better? Or like Blitzcrank or Leona or Nautilus, something that actually Lilia can have a really good setup here and also give some cover in this spot. So let's see how it goes. All right. So you're gonna give resources to the bottom. All right. Great. That's great. All right. The little thing actually with Lilia is not so basic so much. It's actually pretty much kiting with a Q pretty much most of the time. So if you can kite him, go for it. Try to practice that. That actually is going to help you more than you think. And I think there's a jungler actually who can teach you about this. His name is Philaris. This is pretty much for the jungle. He actually can explain you about the clears, and that actually is going to be like a little bit better for you. All right. So let's see how that goes in the middle. The middle is actually winning the pressure. All right. That's actually so far so good. And there you go. Okay, this the word. Well, now he's gonna tell you what's going on with Amumu. All right, that's great. The thing is that you put it yourself on unnecessary risk for nothing. Why? Because first of all, you're hard pushing this, and the main thing actually you want to see it's the rotation or which side Amumu is going to do. So for you actually warding on this spot, yes, you're gonna watch it. Yes, true. Beautiful. But at the end, which cover? Which cover is actually is going to do? So you probably instead of like walking in front of here, you should actually walk here. It would be so much better because Yasuo is gonna take a little while to clear the wave, and you're gonna be able actually to ward either way, or you're gonna watch a Mumu either way. So like this actually is gonna put yourself on this little mistake. You see, you're trading a lot of HP for nothing, and that's actually is going to put you in a spot that actually yes, he will kill you. So let's talk about the top side. However, let's see. So right now you're winning the pressure here. Everything is fine. Okay, you got level 2. This is actually the part that you have to be extremely aggressive against him. You have to realize the minions here, and you have to be you're the one actually who has to punish this all the time. And also, don't look for traits because first of all, of course, you're gonna lose it. Just the corruption into Dormant Blade. But you see, you pretty much actually misunderstood all your combo. If I were you, it's actually on the second Q, you should have dropped your W. All right, and you're already dead here, so there's no need or there's no point for you actually to drop the flash here. Well, that's gonna happen on your side, and also by showing Lilian this spot and giving all the information because they already saw you. There is no vertical jungle that actually you can do. The only thing that you can do is actually warding. But I mean, let's be honest. You already knew that they were about to go here because you already saw a Mumu here. So you have to make the account of the camps and you're trying to do for something. So right now, invading here is actually the worst idea ever. Even though if you success by getting the camp, even though uh actually you didn't even get it. Yep, that's even worse. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna explain you why is worse and why this is actually a terrible decision. First of all, no one is gonna assist you, and yes, no one is hard pushing the wave. You could say that Atrox is pushing the wave here, yeah, but the wave is not crashing, so doesn't make any sense. So, and the other thing is also like this is why actually it's so important to have priority if you really want to do something. But right now, actually, you put yourself in a risk that you pretty much your team scales way much better than the enemies. Yes, that's for sure. But when I say scale, it means that you don't have to do much at the beginning. You have to play defensive at first, and then when it comes to the mid side, then you can actually start to smack every one of them. All right. So let's go to the bottom side. Right, great start. You see, the difference is actually beautiful. I hope that he actually understood it. Great. Make sure to poke her with a cannon, like right now, but drop the cannon, especially here. Drop the cannon here so you can actually have the push because they already need to deny the cannon or probably like stop the wave here, and you already see that Renata doesn't have enough HP actually to play like in the same range as you are. So instead of like doing this, you should actually hard push this and then stuck the wave here. So you're gonna start to last hit it, and then you're gonna actually punish that. The support thing. All right. I can understand that actually you're trying to send them out. All right, that's great. That's beautiful. The thing is, right now you don't need to put yourself at unnecessary risk because right now, first of all, you don't have potions. Hey, but you probably wouldn't say, but Madoka, the enemy doesn't have potions and I have sustain. The thing is that it doesn't matter because at the end, your main goal is to make the wave crash because right now the cannon is actually making this wave holding getting hold all the time. So don't look for unnecessary plays when you have the priority because right now you have two minions and instead of like rotating, you should actually help him to push and then try to look for the deny vision if you want to. All right, now, but you see, this is the point that when you don't have mana and you don't know what to do, because you don't have mana, you cannot rotate, you cannot actually win any pressure, you cannot win any 2v2s. And so this is actually a really hard point for you. Right now, of course, Renata and Kaisa are not gonna look for a trade-off against you, but the thing is that right now you see you're using the little mana that you have trying to do for something. And again, this is the same mistake. The lane is not pressuring. The lane is not pressuring. The lane is not crashing here. I'm sorry. So the invade that actually you're making to is actually not the best. Remember, when you're trying to make an invade, you always have to wait to the wave entirely crash to the turret because that's actually the key point of the enemy team. Decide if they are gonna try to make it. If they are gonna decide to make a rotation or actually farm the entire minion wave. You will realize that actually farming the entire minion wave is the best choice. So you see, this is actually something that it's gonna hurt you more than you think. So you pretty much gonna see that no one is covering this side, and you really you just saw Lilia dying. So here for you dying here is actually a complete mess it up because I mean let's be honest, you're the only lane who's winning the pressure. So from now on, try to flash and get out of the lane because you're already destroying the enemy side. So it means that Bard can be able to rotate, put some division, and see what's going on. All right. So far so good. Any questions?
Nope, nope. If you look at our start though, like our level one bot lane, can you just make sure that was all correct?
All right. Let me take a look. Yeah. All right. That's fine. All right. What are you? Okay, you worded here. Great. You just got the information that actually you want. So if you got the information that you want, you have to you have to press Q here, Q this wave, so you can actually deny him. And then you're probably, I mean, you probably could make a rotation here if you want to cheese something instead of like doing this. If because if Vigar actually made the correct rotation, you could actually make a cheese because the wave is about to restart and you're gonna be able to get it. You're gonna have some free seconds actually to make a play or something. But if you're not, it's fine. So the main thing is that you already got the information. That's actually really good. And this actually with more this is actually this rotation that actually Vigar did toward this has less sense now, like less sense. So okay, I'm gonna jump it up to
Yeah,
the
I
to
just
it.
wanted to make sure that was good.
Yeah, no, that was really good. That was really good. So all right, quiver. All right. Mm, okay. Okay. All right. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Everything is clear. All right. The sword. All right. Everything is so far so good because you're gonna be able to react. And again, he's stealing. Still actually he has more camps. All right, now you see this is different. Right now the wave is almost crashing here and you're actually free stealing all the time. That's actually so good for you. All right, let's take a look of what how much trade do you had here. All right. All right. First of all, you have to understand that you're not a tank. All right, you are not a champion who can have a hook or like a chain CC. You just are a poke champion. All right, this is why Bart mm, it's not even one of the best supports of this current meta for this reason. He can control his utility, yes, but he has a long range, and you probably wouldn't say, but Karma has the same range, yes, but Karma has more burst and more utility here, all right, and of course less cooldowns. All right, so don't put yourself on unnecessary risk like this because right now you're actually hard stomping your lane. All right, if we actually make a comparison, you will realize that the kill that Kai's actually did it doesn't make for nothing because actually you're still waiting on the border side. Got it?
Yeah,
Let
gotcha.
let's work it out on the kill on Vigar. Uh, yep. That's actually, I mean, I'm not gonna say unlucky, but it's actually quite sad that Yasuo got a critical there. But also, I mean, what's the point? What's the point of dropping a W on him on a Mumu? You probably would say, but I'm gonna tell him that I just see him so I can farm. But at the end, the wave is gonna split to you. It's gonna push to you. So no need for that. All right, that's great. That's warding. Jinx is kind. Okay, Jinx. Why Jinx actually does this? All right. Okay, Jinx should have actually hard pushed this wave. I don't know why actually she's not pushing it. Because okay, I knew this. Yeah. If actually Jinx pushed that wave, Kai'Sa should have played like extremely defensive. And then what's gonna happen? Kai'Sa will never use his R, and because of the pressure that you're making here, you're gonna probably gonna get a plate, or Renata could actually go back here and try to defend her. Which means that you're gonna have the right opportunity to make something. Uh yeah, this is why I think Yasuo is actually not the best. Yasuo, sorry, Bart is not one of the best supports in the current meta. Let's take a look. What about you? Okay. Uh, would you please explain me why you put yourself in front of him?
I wanted to walk around his wind wall to stun him. Well,
Uh,
on nothing. On nothing. I just wanted to walk around his wind wall so I could hit him.
yeah, I know, but yeah, don't try to do like this type of actions, especially because uh, don't, I mean, you're gonna stun him, but what are you gonna accomplish for? I mean, there's nothing that you can get. And right now, Kaiser just solo Jinx. Let's see top. Well, at least you got the kill. That's great. Atrox on his, I mean, not on his first back, on his second back, probably he couldn't have enough money or enough gold actually to work here, so he can actually track the Amumu and see what's going on and which type of decisions actually he could have made. Mm, Shut down, right? Now you have to secure the dragon. Nice warding. All right, everything's clear for you. Jinx is actually hard something. Okay. Okay, 800 gold. All right, this is actually something quite interesting. I mean, you already have enough gold. You're already going to secure the organic objective, and you already have enough money for the boots. So there's no point for you actually to ward this because I mean, you probably would say, but I'm gonna save the Herald. Yes, you do. You will save it. You could do the same thing as with Atrox, but right now because of you that little play, Atrox is getting ganked, and I honestly don't think that Atrox overstaying here was the best choice. All right, but what this comes to you because if you're gonna ward this, the next play you should do is actually going here and try to make an L rotation to the top side so you can help Atrox and try to get a kill. All right, that's probably would it be if I were you. And right now, because of that, remember that everyone's going to get you, and actually you didn't walk in the spot. So yep, that's gonna hurt you more than you think. Also, this type of play with Bart actually works it out with this type of play actually works it out with how can I say this with another support we have chain CC. But you alone is actually it's not gonna work it out. Got it?
Yep.
Oh, he got you. And also if you, for example, start and take so long when it comes to make a rotation, just start to use the the Oracle lens here. So you can probably gonna watch this sides because they already tracked you. That's actually the main reason of why they actually outplayed you. Got it?
Yeah.
Any questions?
Nope. Nope. I
All
mean,
right.
it's simple so far.
Yeah. Nice kill. Too bad that actually got it by Lilia, but it's fine. Yeah, Jinx actually instead of like hard pushing the wave here, and right now because of the cannon wave, he has no other choice than push. But if I were her on the last wave, I should last hit it, just because I don't need to make a rotation here right now. And also like if she freezes, like no one is gonna be able to invade her. I mean, or dive her. Sorry. But right now, because of the push, what's gonna happen? Pantheon or anyone's gonna catch a free wave, and let's just pretend that Pantheon is gonna freeze the wave. What's gonna happen with Jinx? Jinx is not gonna be able to farm here at all. What's gonna happen with the rest of your team? The rest of your team is gonna have like enough troubles because you're not gonna be strong enough to fight, and the rest of them are still farming and still scaling for free. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
All right. Uh, uh, this is why your comp is actually so difficult to use. Because if you don't have any front laners, and you're the one who actually wants to do an initiation, there's no one actually who can follow you up. So instead of like using your ultimate defensively, because this is defensively, if you see in a spot, use it offensively instead of like doing this. Got it?
Sorry, say that again.
So take a look.
Yeah. Okay.
Take a look at this. You don't have a front laner because right now Atrox is facing Yasuo, right?
Yep.
This is actually one of the things your composition is lacking of. You don't have anything to hard engage. You just like have everything actually to defend. So the only hard engage that you have in your composition without Atrox, I mean, let's be honest, Atrox is not even a hard engage too. It's you. So don't use it defensively. Use it offensively. Don't need to disengage because you're the only opportunity actually you have to make something in the game. All right.
Okay, I got you. Okay, yeah. So, uh, my thought process was using offensively. However, uh, because we were caught out like that, I was just trying to like bandage the bleed. That's kind of why I used it there like that.
Yeah, but you realize that actually, the first of all, by saying that, you will realize that the positioning here actually was the worst, right? So if I were you, I mean, if I am, for example, one of your players, and I see most of the guys here, what should I call? That's the things that I told you before. What should I call?
Uh, I'm not sure exactly what the term is.
Hard push this because you're gonna have the priority. And because of that, you're gonna enter here, and because you are the one who is gonna initiate from long distance, actually you can secure the spot here. Because you're gonna also art the organic objective. Vigar actually can go with a predator and actually have a better spot like this, you know?
Gotcha. Okay. Yep.
Great. This is why actually instead of Kaisa, imagine what could it happen if actually instead of like Kaisa was, I don't know, Twitch or Samira. Your Jigs would it be like so doomed? Oh my god, Atrox. He missed all the three hits, but at least he's gonna get it. Yes, at least. But with one guy, damn. Please don't hard push the way. Okay. Alright. Everything's clear here. Everything is okay. So far, so good. Any questions?
At this point, no.
Alright. Oh, okay, that's quite sad, not gonna lie. You're recovering your skill with Bard, do you?
Say again.
You're recovering your skill with Bard, do you?
Well, he flashed that, so
Yeah, I know, but it's like that's why I said sad. Otherwise, actually, the kill would be a little bit easier. Or you could actually save your R and wait for this, because at the end you are the only chance actually to do for the enemy team to dive. You know, a skill. Somehow, this is actually the second replay that I just saw from your team that they are starting like really, really bad, and somehow they manage actually to survive. I'm wondering what can they do with a better draft. Holy shit! Your team seems to be pretty good. Mhm. Okay. All right. Okay. Not gonna lie, this could it be a potential Baron call because Pantheon is already dead. This could it be a potential Baron call instead of like all of you actually opening it up like so hard. Why? Because first of all of you have enough sustain, enough DPS, and also Atrox is actually have a lot of tankiness to get the Baron, and also the first minute Baron you can tell that actually it's not that strong. So you could actually purge that little decision, or because everyone or anyone, I'm sorry, because anyone of the enemy team is trying to do an overextending or something because you're gonna ward and control this part of the river, you and also this base. You could also use your ultimate to try, to get some pickups. Makes
Yeah,
sense?
I think at this point we
Yes.
were still like not like we were like still like weak even though the 4v5, especially against like if a Mumu gets a good R, if Renata gets a good R, Yasuo's still like strong. Like I think that's kind of why we were so hesitant.
All right. You have to realize one thing. Who is stronger right now? You or the enemy team?
I'm saying looking at numbers, we got bounties, so I would say slightly in us.
Not even slightly. You're destroying the enemy team. You're really, really hard destroying them. So don't actually wait because you see, this is actually how strong you are. So there is no point for you actually of saying, I'm just gonna wait for the right time, but don't do any hesitate plays. One thing is getting hesitate. Yes, that's true. Most of the people do it, but don't confuse getting hesitate by being aggressive. All right? Don't confuse it, especially because you have the chance to destroy the enemy team like right now. Because take a look of your optimization, the Lily optimizations compared to the rest of them. Amumu has a Tormil. Why is he getting a Tormil when actually the main damage in your enemy side is Lilia? Make sense?
Yeah,
So play as a group. If you have the chance to do as a group, play as a group, but do something. Mm. Rapid fire cannon, great. Okay. Okay, it doesn't make sense for you actually to drop a 5 or try to make a pickup with. Well, first of all, Vigar is having a full defensive build. He didn't actually stock a lot of AP because I can tell. So don't play like that or don't try to do a hesitate plays, especially when your AD carry is not here with you. Got it?
yeah, gotcha.
All right. Nice. All right. He was the last time that I saw it, Amumu was level 10 and Lilia was level 12. Right now he's 15 and Amumu is 14. And everything happened just because all your teammates steal jungle camps for no reason. Please don't steal. Please don't steal camps from your jungle ever, because you're just putting your jungle in a terrible spot that he actually. Let's just pretend that it's not Lilia. Let's just pretend that this is like a champion who cannot scale in the jungle. Amumu, okay, or Warwick, okay. Let's pretend that none of them actually doesn't have items into the late game. They're gonna be like -1, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is actually the same explanation. Don't steal the camps of your jungler, otherwise the jungler is gonna be -1.
Yeah, I can understand that, especially like Lily clears so fucking fast too, and she is a
Yeah,
main source of our damage. If she was like
yeah,
a champion like Jarvan or some other, just scales off and just like an Arbot, like not really that necessary for the camps, but
yeah. Not necessary, but yes, it's true. But right now you're playing Lilia, so this time focus on that. Okay. Well, that was a little unfortunate considering that the only thing that you need to do is actually wards instead of like looking for a fight. But well, if your team is looking for a fight or an invade or something, you have to realize first is the wave, the second it's who's stronger, and the third, of course, is like which composition is easier to use. All right, and honestly, the NM team has one CC, two CCs, almost three CCs. All right, three CC champions. Like they literally couldn't care less about this. Okay.
yeah.
Any questions?
Nope.
All right. Three resets. Too bad there is no organic objective for you, and right now you're training that because of that. Well, at the end, I don't know, should I say that this is worth or not? And don't waste your R like this, okay? If you're gonna waste it, use it at least in the turn so you can protect it, okay?
Yeah. I think it's just a weird spot where it was on cooldown for the last fight, and it's
Yeah.
going to be up before like the dragon spawns again. So just
But also remember, play with your Jinx, alright? Because Jinx is actually your. I mean, Lilia is strong, true, but Jinx is your win condition. All right, got it.
yep.
All right. Oh boy, yeah, the game is over here. Yeah, I mean, then this is actually for all of you. If you are in the needs of farming, just wait for the wave to come to you, please. Otherwise, because your team is liking damage, and there's no miracle actually that you can do. And I mean, let's be honest, Lead is strong. Yes, he's strong, but he's not a tank, so you have to play around with the full damage of your teammates too. So please, no more overextending like that, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so it was the finish of this bot review. I hope everyone liked it, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me on ProGuides as Madoka.
One second. If you
Yes.
could do the draft, how would
Alright.
you draft differently? Sorry to peel you
No,
back
it's
in it.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. But the thing is that we already know that the draft. I mean, we already know that the draft was bad, like really, really bad. All right, because there's a lot of things that actually you complete misunderstood, and like, all right, for example, you started to ban. What was the ban? Science said Irelia, the enemy actually banned Caitlyn, Gwen, and Hecarim. You start with Jinx, that's great. The enemy team actually started with a Mumu and a Kaisa. You started with Lilia. You could actually go Olaf and everything's gonna be fine because you could actually go because they already went Kaisa. There's like Kaisa Nautilus, Kaisa Lulu. Like there's so few champions actually can do mix it up very well with Kaisa, but right now you're gonna either way you're gonna win the priority. So here getting Vigard actually doesn't make any sense at all. You should actually go for the support like Lulu, and here you couldn't go like Olaf just because the enemy team is actually showing you that he's gonna play a full tank.
Yeah, so
So
they did a Mumu first, and then we did Jinx, Lilia.
yeah, no, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm
and
seeing it.
then they showed Yasuo, so we just counter, or not counter, but
Sorry.
we just picked.
But I mean, first of all, Yasuo is not a counter, right? It's not. But it's gonna make your composition a little bit hard to use. All right? It's a
Yeah.
little bit hard to use. So he started with Yasuo, and then he's gonna ban. Of course, he's gonna ban Lulu. They're gonna ban you Orgat, and your the enemy team actually banned Vladimir and Yorick. All right. He started with a Pantheon. Here, you probably would say, okay, this is Pantheon support or Pantheon top. Like there are not other spots. And in Kaisa Pantheon, I mean, it's a really really bad lane, but I mean, let's be honest, most of the people can also use Pantheon support. But instead of for you going Bard and Natrox, actually here was the worst mistake ever, because like I said before, you're playing a champion who is pretty much like a follow-up champion who pretty much is a tanky, but there's no initiation on your team. Make sense?
Yes. So who would you have done in the last two spots then besides Aatrox and Bard?
Thresh, because I need to make my Jinx actually get away from that. I need to make my Jinx repositionate. And instead of Atrox, I should go like Camille because I gotta play with Lilia, like set some setup, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. But in overall, I think actually you started good with the Jinx. Lily, Momo Kaisa, the Lily, it's okay, but you fucked that up like really, really bad with the Veigar. Because no one is gonna ban you Veigar. And if they do ban you Veigar, there are plenty of champions actually they can do the same as Veigar, you know? So and also actually Veigar it's really good, yes, but it's gonna take a lot of time to scale. And also Veigar is not a champion who has a lot of HP. I mean HP, sorry, a lot of reboot to the lanes because he's not. So Lilia couldn't actually get invaded. Okay? Careful with that. Got it?
Yep.
All right. With this, we pretty much finished this bot review. And if you have questions right now, feel free to ask me in Pro Guides as Madoka. I can answer any type of questions, or if you want to have a little talk with me, I also free. So it was a pleasure, man.